the southernmost tip of Taiwan lies a sandy bay embraced by the sea. Here, where three oceans meet, the tides and waves of the Pacific, Taiwan Strait, and Bosher Channel intertwine in a relentless rhythm. Nan Wan has nurtured countless surfing talents. Among them, two young athletes are hard at work, catching waves and pursuing their dreams of reaching the world stage. You Jiaqi and Liuming Rong are making waves, and their journey is just getting started. The first wave of the day isn't just a warm-up, it's a ritual. He starts his day in the ocean, letting the sound of the waves remind him to keep moving forward.
Oh, the ocean to me is like somewhere I feel comfortable. While the ocean, I had a super strong connection with the ocean since I was young, so it's always been good to be around the ocean.
This sea has accompanied him growing up, and it's witnessed his transformation from a novice surfer to the confident athlete riding the waves today.
Well, at first it was my mom when I started off with boogie boarding, and then when I tried to stand up, I had like a soft top surfboard. My mom had me a coach, and it's Gugu. I mean, he took me out for the first time when I went surfing.
In Nan Wan, waves can change a person, and the first wave that changed Jiaqi was Coach Gugu.
佳琪，他是一个很好的小孩。他们从很小的时候就跟着我，在我的旁边，因为我们住得很近。他从妈妈教他，然后最后就是转战给我，我去帮忙教他短板这个部分的时候，毕竟他是外国人，是一个外国人的脸孔，但是会讲台语讲得很溜，讲得很台的一个小朋友，所以他在跟我对话之间就多了一个很亲切的台语的亲切感，就觉得这个孩子是很可爱的，就是很特别。然后他们就开始跟着我，然后我就开始教他们，然后带着他们去征战的一些比赛，给他们很好的一些观念。近期的几年的时间，他们达到这些成就，这样，所以其实我也蛮开心，就是看到他们的一路这样的改变，这样。
Many times he fell among the waves, yet he faced them time and time again. Now he can tackle any wave himself.
I had frustration time, but never thought of giving it up. Just probably just have to give yourself some times and then just relax and think about how to make it to the next chapter. Well, I think the most difficult part is the waves, because the wave is not as consistent as in like Bali or Australia, and when we have waves like typhoon swell or a couple swells, the government would just ban the ocean, so that makes us can't practice in a good waves. Because I think that when the wave is good, we should go practice out there, especially when we're in the national teams, and I hope they can change some rules.
South Bay, where sunshine, waves, and human voices intersect, is a haven for travelers. But for You Jiaqi, this is his hometown, his starting point, and the place where his dreams took flight. For Jiaqi, home is right next to Long, a small restaurant where he grew up and where he shares his days with his family.
I mean, I won't talk a lot with them. I'll just ask them if the food is good and just kind of have a little chat, like, why are you guys here, and then what you guys up to, and probably tell them to like go to the beach or something.
It's like a super long wave if it's good night. Like you get a special permit that you have a high enough level.
佳琪哦，很好动，很活泼，然后很喜欢运动。
He really cares about sports and he's very physical, more than anything, you know, he's just very active.
Back on land, Jiaqi takes on a different identity. In his restaurant, he's a friendly waiter and is known to everyone as the Sunny Kid.
I mean, it was pretty supportive, as always, until now. I got like a little pushy at some point, but they support 100% what my choice is. Either I'm not gonna still be in the game or I'm gonna stay in the game. They're still like super supportive as long as I'm happy.
This is not just a restaurant, but also the biggest support for their family's dream. However, even though life for Jiaqi is on the waves, he will always return here.
冲浪其实很累，可是他从来也没有说很吃苦或什么，也是他的兴趣啦啊，所以我觉得我们也很开心，就是他把兴趣当成后面在发展的运动，我觉得这个也蛮好的。
You know, you cannot expect to win every time. I mean, you know, you have the wave situation, you have your mind situation, and it's not like it's a wave machine. The ocean is not that predictable. 6 years of international competition in different countries. It builds a personality and makes you strong. You know?
Nah, I never thought of surfing is gonna be my whole life. After like a couple 1 or 2 years, I started to thinking about what am I gonna do in the future with surfing. And I actually think that surfing is a lifetime sport that you can be in. I'll hope that I'm still in the game because I want to get like at least Asia Surf first title. But if not, I'll want to be a stylish surfer like Tosh Tudor or Rob Machado.
从比赛当中，他学习到抗压性，抗压性要足够，你的心理层面才能足够强大，打每一场的比赛。
What matters is to compete and do your best, and he always tried to do his best. Just focusing, discipline. We are very proud of him.
This sea is the cradle of countless surfers. Nanwan, located in Hengchuan Pingdong, is one of Taiwan's most iconic surfing spots. The bay's expansive terrain and clean, stable waves make it a perfect place for surfers of all abilities to find their pace. Attracting many surfing enthusiasts from home and abroad each year, it's the heart of southern Taiwan's surf culture.
Well, the wave in Nanwan is actually a super good place to practice because it has super easy wave and super fun waves. You can practice left and right. It's just a good place to start off with.
南湾的浪况其实非常的漂亮，而且卷浪的时间非常的多，我觉得非常适合短板来玩。然后当然蛮热闹的啦，对，就是比妹也很多。
我觉得南湾比较好的浪的原因，就是因为它是 point break， 然后是珊瑚礁地形，所以浪都会比较卷一点。这边也蛮常有浪的，像东北季风或台风前的能量的话，浪都很好。我觉得就是很欢迎大家都来这边尝试体验冲浪，不用觉得说大海很可怕，或者说离岸流很危险，因为旁边身边都会有专业人士带着你，所以不用去担心这么多，可以很放开的去玩。
The waves of South Bay repeatedly crash against the shore, carrying with them the dreams of generations. This sea is not only Jiaqi's stage, but also nurtures another young surfing prodigy too. Amid the waves of South Bay, there's another child who also grew up on the sea, Liu Mingran. Surfboard strapped to his shoulders and heads to the beach. For him, the ocean isn't just a place for fun, it's a stage for dreams and goals. Starting a new day in the waves is his promise to the sea and his dreams.
我第一次接触大海的时候，其实没什么印象，比较有印象的是小时候还很怕的时候，被爸爸妈妈带下水，我都会哭，所以那时候我对大海是蛮恐惧的，就是全家都玩水，然后就是小时候就都会跟着他们一起到处玩，他们有的时候在冲浪，我就会抱着鱼雷浮标，然后趴在水上面这样等他们。但现在的话，我就非常喜欢每天可以待在海边，然后泡在海水里面，让我非常放松。小时候想法比较天真嘛，就是又可以来海边玩了，很开心。现在冲浪对我来讲就是一个可以让我很放松，可以很做自己的一件事情。
Mingran wasn't alone on the waves of South Bay. It was Coach Gugu who introduced him to the world of surfing. Having grown up by the sea under his coach's guidance, he gradually found his rhythm and connection with the waves.
明浪跟佳琪差不多是同一个时间点。那我对明浪这个小孩子的印象就是，常常会看到明浪就是没有穿着衣服啊，连裤子都不穿啊。他的年纪就很小，他会在沙滩那边玩，他就是一丝不挂。两个接触到冲浪的时候就很可爱，因为两个喜欢斗嘴。 两个凸显出来的个性又不太一样，也很爱去比较，所以是一个很友善的良性竞争。有时候当他们的玩具啊，有时候当他们的哥哥啊，有时候当他们的教练啊，甚至有时候还要扮演他们的爸爸的角色。
对我来讲，影响最大的就是我爸爸妈妈嘛，然后再来就是我的教练，他跟我们的相处，平常的相处模式就是比较像 兄弟这样子打闹居多，我的教练就是蛮引导我到对的方向，然后让我可以更好的去往自己想要的方向去发展，一直有辅助我，然后帮助我。他不只教我冲浪，也教我如何做人处事的道理。我本身是一个很讨厌读书的一个人，然后我就强迫自己去国外读英文，就是因为为了去跟其他国外的选手交流，然后可以学习到更多更好的技术，所以就强迫自己去读书学习，不然每次打开课本我都想睡觉，我觉得这个比我训练还要痛苦。
During the days of lows and setbacks, Coach Google was Mingrong's guide in surfing techniques, his life mentor, and his strongest support. If Coach Gugu is the helmsman on the waves, then his family is the harbor where he bravely sets sail. Mingrong's parents fell in love with the sea from a young age and passed on their passion for waves to their child.
刘明亮比较特别，是他是一个很知道自己在干什么的一个人，他很有冲劲，他很自律。我在他身上看到他非常自律，他会自己去做任何可以帮助他冲浪变好。
他其实是一个蛮有好胜心的一个孩子，那他脑袋也够聪明，学东西也够快。最重要的就是当他自己经历比赛的挫折的时候，他会想要往前走。
这间店存在的意义就是让我可以养刘明，让他出国比赛。后来你会发现，其实冲浪蛮花钱的原因，是因为如果他今天只有一直比国内赛，我觉得他的程度就是那样子，因为他可以当台湾最强的，可是他不会再更进步了。所以我大概在他很小的时候，我就有跟他爸爸讨论说，如果我有能力，我要把他送到国外去。不管是比赛还是训练，我想要让他去一个高强度的世界。去巴厘岛训练1个月就可能花10万，然后他又说他要去比库伊跟尼亚斯，因为10万块又没了，然后回来又说要比名古屋，就是就是一直在烧钱。
比较震撼的是在澳洲吧，因为澳洲的训练系统很完善，他们可能中等的水准就是像我这种，我们在台湾可能已经算是很厉害，然后但是在国外来讲就是还不算强的，都还算很弱的。整体他们国家的竞争力很大，所以他们的每一个选手都很强。我看到国外的选手竞争力这么强之后，我觉得我需要更认真训练，赶快追上他们的脚步，不要浪费任何时间。一定是会有压力的，但就是我觉得都已经决定当选手，这些就是我们必经的过程，一定要去面对的。
Raising a professional surfer is never easy. Every training session and every competition carries a hefty expense. But the one thing that quietly supports his dream is a small clothing store. It's small, but it's like a perpetual beacon, illuminating his path.
冲浪这件事情带给明亮最大的改变是，他投入到冲浪运动竞技这个方向。如果他今天只是休闲冲浪，当一个 free surf 的话，其实我觉得他的改变可能没有那么大。职业运动那个环境是很现实的，你如果不时时刻刻要求自己，你就是往后退，你不会进步的。
因为他现在已经打到一个程度，而且他这3年是他的关键的时期，他们会在这3年变得非常的强。像我都会鼓励刘明亮说，没关系。我们家今年还是会支持你，这是一个很漫长的路，谁坚持到最后，那个才是终点。
In this family, waves flow not only on the sea, but also in every discussion between father and son. Mom supports his dreams with her clothing store, while Dad guides his course with his vision and experience.
实力上差距是一定有的，因为台湾的冲浪运动文化起步比较晚，那有很多教学的方式其实没有像国外那么有系统，然后再加上台湾的浪真的不多，对他的未来冲浪生涯的规划，其实我只是给他建议，我只是跟他讲说，你现在要先把握你的职业运动员的黄金期，到你25岁、26岁左右，因为之后体能就会往下降。可是前面这段时间，我希望他能够设立目标，就是能够打进亚洲区的巡回赛。
路很不好走，可是要有人先把这个路给走出来。因为我觉得我们台湾的冲浪其实有停10年，整整10年是没有进步的。他跟尤佳琪，我觉得他们这一代的有冲出一个让下面那些人看到说，哦，原来台湾的冲浪圈真的开始不一样了。不管他今天比到什么程度，他能比多远他就比。最重要的是，我觉得还要再回馈在后面的小朋友身上。
Growing up in such an environment, Ming Rong has long known that surfing is more than simply a personal challenge. It's a journey that involves the whole family.
满分那也没办法赢的，那差距
3分钟不可平的啦。谢谢太联络了。冲浪它有一个很迷人的地方，它就是有一个很特别的海洋文化。那我觉得它是一个很凝聚家庭生活的一个很特别的一个活动。
冲浪这件事情对我们家，因为我们喜欢这边的环境，我们很常跑海边，等于是让我们连结在一起的一个共同话题。
在冲浪这条路上，我家人其实都非常支持我，只要我有认真去做，他们都会全力帮助我，让我去追逐我自己的梦想。我的梦想就希望就是比到奥运，然后能够进入 CT 职业的。应该讲说，现在其实已经算是职业选手，但就是想要到最高等级，大概就是大联盟的概念 CT。我希望我可以引导台湾到更前面，然后让台湾的成绩越来越好，也可以引领更多未来的小朋友，让他们更清楚自己的目标能往哪里走。
From South Bay to the world stage, Jiaqi and Mingrong's families and coaches have been behind every ride, urging them forward. Besides their dreams, they know the weight they carry, the wishes of their families, and the expectations of Taiwan. This time, they're heading to India to catch their next wave. A strange coast, different wave shapes, but the same passion for surfing. This time, Jiaqi and Mingrong are carrying not only their own names, but also Taiwan's pride.
我觉得能来到这边跟其他选手较劲，我觉得很开心。然后让我觉得感到比较不安的就是，很怕就是自己没有办法发挥平时的所有水准。
This is my first time in India, and it makes me feel kind of nervous because some stereotypes, but it's more like an adventure to me that exploring this place. So we're pretty stoked to be here.
看到日本的选手，当然还是会有点压力，但就是会想要去打败他们，因为之前好几次遇到他们都一直输，希望可以打到 final。如果可以的话，更好就是拿一个青少年冠军。
The competitors I meet here is they give me like a strong energy that they surf like super good. Everyone is surfing good. Makes me kind of nervous, but not very much because I know I surf good. Just gotta do better in the comp.
On this Indian Sea, they will use all their strength to meet unknown challenges and create their own waves.
Well, when I don't do good in practice, I just be thinking like, what is my mistakes, what I should do in the next session if we go out. It's just like what I think. It's just doing better. Tomorrow's comp, I hope I can just get like some huge score and then super excited to be competing with everyone that's out there.
Each competition is a conversation with the waves. In unfamiliar waters, there's no turning back, only moving forward.
Not nervous at all, trying to go surf some good waves.
其实我觉得他们训练上的差异跟台湾也没有差多少，但就是 像一些比较厉害的国家，像澳洲、日本和美国，他们都是比较系统式的训练。然后台湾因为冲浪这项运动还没有特别的普及，所以这种系统式的训练偏少，差异在这边。例如像是在做体能，他们会有专业的对于冲浪选手该练什么的。可能因为我自己个人要求比较高，然后所以这几天冲不好的时候，我会很常就是有点生气，然后不太想冲，但就是领队帮我调整了我的心态，让我可以更好的继续下水练习。很期待也很兴奋，想要赶快打败他们。
This isn't a practice run, and there are no do-overs. Every second on the wave counts. Every time they pop up on the waves, they're facing off against the world's strongest opponents. There's no home turf advantage. There are only those who dare to brave the waves and win. Between the waves, they write their own names with speed and skill.
I just think that they surf pretty good and a lot of good surfers out there, so I was thinking that I need to be better than them. I mean, gaining back the passion in surfing feels pretty good, and see how my surfing comparing to other people's surfing does feel pretty good. There's a lot of surfers that was competing in this comp that's gonna come to Tyrone too for this competition, so it helps a lot to see how they surfing and then comparing to my surfing.
我觉得是一个很棒的经验，然后希望下一次能够赢他们。应该可以再多去观察一下浪况，然后调整到更好。因为这次比赛，我觉得还是有很多没有做好的地方，会让我更清楚我下一场比赛需要做什么吧。
Cooper's been someone that I've known since he was a small child now, and watching someone grow in not only their ability but their competitive career is something that I find pretty special. Cooper's a super hard-working, conscientious, quality surfer, and he's just in our junior division this year. But in past years, he's also been able to progress and represent Taiwan in the open men's. Devlin is a surfer that I've known for as long as Cooper, so I met these young boys when they were running around the sides of surfing competitions, not actually involved in them yet. Something that I'm really proud of, to see the growth of them as an athlete or as a surfer. They've all had a lot of travelling experience, so it's not hard for them to adjust to come and compete on an international level. And that was a really proud moment, seeing such a young athlete represent Taiwan come home with a result that she could be really proud of.
Unfamiliar wave patterns and unpredictable winds leave no room for error. But they understand that pressure is the best nourishment for growth. Because surfing is more than just a sport, it's a test of the mind.
现在他跟另外一个选手明让啊，他们两个从小一起长大，这两个小孩子已经把台湾的冲浪文化带到一个 label 上去了，做一个好的模范给这些新生代的冲浪的青少年。
最感动的是他失败了之后，他懂得自我调试。
我觉得他有想要比到一个高度，所以我觉得我必须要支持他这个运动，要走出一条路，让后面的小孩子看到说，其实我们台湾的选手也是可以当个 pro， 是在国外跟人家比赛的。
Well, surfing to me is like a lifestyle. It's not just a hobby. It's like in part of my life. It's in a part of my heart. So if I want a slogan for surfing, surfing is living.
说实在话，我是一个宅男，就是没有冲浪的话，我就是一个超级宅男。我喜欢宅在家里面看动漫、打电动。我觉得我应该会变一个很废的一个人。我不知道哎，冲浪对我来说就很惬意啊，生活很开心啊。一般人哪有每天待在海边废的？没有。
From South Bay to India, the waves are far away, but the distance to their dreams is very close. For Jiaqi and Ming Rong, surfing goes beyond the competition. There's a dialogue and dance between themselves and the sea. They've learned to embrace challenges, push their limits, and with repeated effort, they've made leaps and bounds toward their dreams. The waves may recede, but faith never does, because they are already prepared for the next wave.